SmackDown took place tonight in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The show started off in the back with Sami Zayn whining to Nick Aldis. Then Randy Orton snuck up behind him. He had something to say, but then we hear Cody Rhodes calling out Randy Orton from the arena. Orton then walks to the ring. Cody and Randy are yelling at each other. They're about to fight, but then Nick Aldis gets them to stop by threatening that they won't be able to be the number one contender for the championship if they fight right now. And what happens is Cody tells Randy he's going to beat him at Sunday Night's Main Event, and he uses the Paul Heyman line. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. Clearly, they want you to believe that Cody Rhodes is going to align himself with Paul Heyman, and he's going to turn heel, and this might be the start of a new faction. Look, I don't want to see another Paul Heyman faction. Division sucked, but I'm fine with it as long as it means Cody Rhodes is finally turning heel. He is an awful babyface. The fans boo him all the time now. He was getting booed, and Randy was getting cheered, despite Cody obviously being the face and Randy the heel. This is just like WrestleMania. They're booing Cody. They're cheering Randy. I want Cody to turn heel. Turn heel Cody, for fuck's sakes. Maybe it finally happens this time. I think there's a good chance. We go backstage. There was an MFT promo with their father, Haku. We got Damian Priest and R-Truth out next. And we got the WWE Tag Team Championship match. Tama Tonga, defending their titles against Priest and Truth. So they hit their finisher on Truth to retain. The Tongans do. After the match, Damian Priest teases turning on R-Truth. The fans were all anticipating it, but instead they embrace. Clearly, the heel turn's going to happen in the future. It just didn't happen tonight in Toronto. I think they wanted the focus to be the main event. Backstage, Kathy Kelly interviewed CM Punk before his match tonight. Then Randy walked up to him, told him he's coming for the title after Punk retains, which he did. We'll get to that later. Tiffany Stratton came out of the trainer's room. She met up with Chelsea Green, and she told Chelsea not to show up in her match tonight. And then Paige appears. She puts over Chelsea for her passionate promo last week. Then Fatal Influence walks in, mocks the three of them. Clearly, we're building up to a 6-woman tag in the future. Then we had Kathy Kelly in Blake Monroe's locker room, and Blake had the rack of all these outfits, and it was kind of funny. Kathy's interviewing her. She tells Blake she'll look great, which of course she will. Kathy looks great, as does Blake. And then Blake reveals her ring gear, which was nice. And I'd like to see more of Blake. I don't know how far they'll let her take the glamour character, but I think it really can work if they give her time. But again, an issue is the 2 hours. Like, so much of the show felt rushed. I felt like they were trying to get everyone on the show, and that's an issue when you only have 2 hours. This is a 2-hour show with a roster that's set up for 3 hours. Like, the roster they have, they need a third hour to feature them all properly. The issue is they only have 2 hours. So this is going to be a big issue for the rest of the year up until January. I don't like 3-hour SmackDowns, but if you want more people featured on the show, it's going to have to go back to 3 hours, unfortunately. So Julia was out next, got no reaction, of course. And Blake Monroe immediately attacks her before the match begins. She throws her in the ring. She hits her finisher to neutralize her on Julia, leaving her laying. And the match never happened. The bell never rang. It just was Blake beating up Julia. So we still have yet to see Blake Monroe's official debut on the WWE main roster. We go backstage. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss were talking when they were joined by Tatum Paxley. They were talking about Alexa's birthday, her belated birthday. So I forgot to wish her a belated birthday. So happy birthday, Alexa Bliss. A belated birthday. Always liked Alexa Bliss. She's 35 now. It's strange because I remember when she came in, she looked like she was like 19 or 18, really. 17 maybe. Like, I remember when she first debuted in 2014, she looked like a little girl. I still remember it. NXT seeing her for the first time. I remember that segment specifically with Charlotte, who was on what was that team's name? That heel team, the BFFs with Summer Rae and Sasha Banks. And then Charlotte and Sasha Banks actually were with Alexa Bliss in her first, I think, official appearance on the camera in WWE at WrestleMania 30 when they did the Triple H entrance, the kind of like the Conan entrance. But anyways, I've seen Alexa for a while, so happy birthday to her. Anyway, Sharon and Alexa were after they were joined by Tatum Paxley, who was a big Alexa fan. That's why she got into wrestling. Charlotte's kind of awkward. She doesn't like Tatum too much. She doesn't trust her. Alexa does because she sympathizes her because she was also a dark character in the past. But then Jade Cargill walked in, puts them down. Again, we saw the exact same thing with the Paige thing with Tiffany and Chelsea and Fatal Influence. It's like the exact same thing here. It's like you may as well have a trios title because you have is on Raw 2. You have always these sets of three, like these women sets of three that they just love now. These trios women that they just have so many of them. Anyways, Jade puts them down. Tatum kind of have a comedy thing with Tatum Paxton. It leads to a match being set up next week with Tatum and Mishin, which would be Tatum's first match on the main roster. Trick Williams and Lil Yachty were heading to the ring next. Trick and Yachty were out. Trick calls out Baron Corbin, who arrives on a motorcycle, and he reveals that the title is getting a haircut. And then, so there was no title seen on the show tonight. Then Yachty beats up Corbin with a kendo stick. Corbin says he wants to face Yachty in a match before he defends his title against Baron Corbin. Then he accepts. I don't give a shit. I hate Lil Yachty. I don't give a fuck about this. Backstage, Kathy Kelly interviewed her friend Kevin Owens. Then Finn Balor walks in. Gunther walks in, putting down Finn, offering words of encouragement and telling Kevin he wants the title. Finn also wants a shot again. They're just trying to get everyone on the show. Tiffany Stratton was out next, and Lash Legend and Nia Jax came out next. We get Lash Legend and Tiffany Stratton with Tiffany selling her back. That's still hurting her from last week when Nia and Lash attacked her. So Lash hit the Lash extension on Tiffany for the win. Lash always wins. Like, why? She's the most overpushed, one of the most overpushed people on the main roster. In terms of the woman, she's easily the most overpushed because there's nothing to her. She gets no reaction. Jade does get a reaction. People don't like her. She has a great look. I get why Jade's pushed. Lash has nothing. Why is she pushed so much? Why? Why is she beating Tiffany? Tiffany's over. Now, Lash is not over in the slightest. I don't understand this fucking push. I don't get it with Lash. There's nothing to her. Why is she getting pushed? Why? Anyways, Nia and Lash were beating up Tiffany. Then Chelsea Green comes out with a kendo stick, fights them off. So lots of kendo stick action on the show tonight. Back-to-back segments with kendo sticks. We got a Shinsuke Nakamura video promo revealing Kyogi, his tag team partner. I think that's his name. Kyogi. It's like Naraku. I thought it was going to be Naraku, who used to be evil. Anyway, Kyogi, if you don't know, was a former Japanese talent in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He was a good wrestler, very good wrestler. His name is in New Japan was Hiromu Takahashi. I've seen several of his matches, Takahashi. I know who he is. Don't confuse him with Tanahashi, Hiroshi Tanahashi. He has a similar name, same initials, kind of similar spelling, I don't know. You can kind of get them confused. Tanahashi is like an all-time legend. He's basically the John Cena of New Japan Pro Wrestling. He came around the same time Cena did, and he was their ace, who's like their top guy. But Takahashi's a name. I don't see him doing much on the main roster, but being paired with Nakamura means he'll be in catering for 8 months out of the year, collecting a paycheck. So, hey, good for him. Kevin Owens was out next to a big pop. CM Punk was out next wearing a hockey mask. I thought he's trying to be Jason Voorhees at first. Okay, he's Jason Toronto hockey, but then I realized that's a 1967 goalie's mask, and the last time the Toronto Maple Leafs have won the Stanley Cup was in 1967. So it was designed to poke fun at the Leafs and embracing the heel role that he was going into the show tonight. So fans hated him. Undisputed WWE Championship, CM Punk against Kevin Owens. Kevin goes after him right away, gets a lot of offense in. Then Punk got the heat for a while. There was an announce table spot. Too many of them, by the way. I see announce table bumps all the time. It's like, it's more than the Attitude Era now, it seems like. Anyways, Kevin, he put Punk in the sharpshooter, which of course got a big pop. I think probably Bret Hart was rooting for CM Punk, though, to be honest. He's a big Punk fan. There was a referee bump. Both guys hit their finishers. Kevin hit the stunner, and Punk hit the GTS. Sammy attacked CM Punk when the referee was down, and he threw him into the ring post, put him in the ring. Kevin hits the stunner. 1, 2, it looks like this could be it, but then CM Punk kicks out like at 2 3/4. Everyone was sad. The fans, I think, knew right away. Fans had to know, like, if they have any brains, like, oh, there goes Kevin's chance. Right when he kicked out, when Punk kicks out of that stunner, it's like, oh, Kevin's not going to win this. And then Sammy puts the title in the ring. He tries to get Kevin to hit Punk with the belt. Kevin says no. He gives the title back to Sammy. Sammy then hits Kevin over the head with the belt. And then Punk hits the go to sleep on Kevin Owens. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk retains the undisputed WWE Championship in Toronto. Fans sad, devastating ending. Everyone's pissed off. I wanted to see Kevin win. I thought there was a chance Kevin would win. I know there was something with the betting odds where Kevin just became a favorite out of nowhere in like the last week. I was like, wow, that's awkward. But then again, it must have been like WWE, people in WWE fucking with the markets because they were cashing in. You know, Punk probably became a huge favorite again right before bell time. But yeah, I didn't like that. That's kind of bullshit. But it's not just, you know, the betting odds. It doesn't matter. But yeah, it sucks that Punk won. I thought Kevin could have won. Yeah, I really don't want to ever watch Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have another fucking match again. They had a great send-off match the last time they were in Toronto and the Sky Dome, the Rogers Center now, at Elimination Chamber last year. No one remembers that because that's when John Cena turned heel. That's all people remember from that show. But Kevin and Sami had an awesome match. And that's their last match they should have ever had against each other. I never want to see these two fucking wrestle ever again. It's done. They've had another how many fucking matches do these two have to have? It's too much. I don't need to see any more Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn matches. Anyways, Punk hit both Kevin and Sami repeatedly with the belt after the match was over, leaving them both laying. That sucked. It was kind of just disappointing. Ended on a sour note. SmackDown had been on a hot streak. I thought this week was kind of a step back. The main event was good. The tag title match was good. It wasn't a bad show. Just, kind of sucked how it ended. But that was SmackDown tonight. Sadly, Toronto was left devastated. Kevin Owens did not win the WWE Championship tonight. Instead, we're going to get CM Punk retaining the title, going on to probably face Finn Balor, I assume. Maybe it'll be Randy. Nah, it won't be Randy. It'll be, I think Finn's his next opponent. Maybe Gunther. I guess that's a possibility. But we are for sure getting Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, Part 1000.